What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another replay. In today's video, you're going to see me taking out the M26 Pershing on Kasserine Pass in a standard battle format, and I am chasing my third mark of excellence. So when I was playing the game about a month and a half ago, I was trying to secure my third mark of excellence on the M26 Pershing. Well, that was just one of the tanks that I was trying to secure my third mark of excellence on, and we managed to achieve it in this game, which you are going to watch unfold. Now, I love the M26 Pershing. It's one of my favorite tier 8 medium tanks, being that tier 8 is actually pretty horrendous across the board. You know, you're constantly up tiered in tier 9 and tier 10 games. This is one of those tanks that doesn't really give a shit. I mean, it just doesn't care. You have such good penetration values on this 90mm cannon that you don't really care whether you are in a tier 9 or tier 10 game. We just so happen to be in a top tier matchup at this time around, which, you know, always makes our lives a little bit easier. But generally speaking, even when you're up tiered, the Pershing doesn't particularly care. And that is because the base penetration on the AP round sits at a whopping 221mm, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, that is very comparable to the penetration values on the British 20-pounder guns, which also don't care whether they are, you know, in tier 9 or tier 10 games, because they have more than enough penetration to cut through most of the tanks that they're going to see without having to swap to a premium round. But even if you did, you know, come across a super heavy tank, then you have the amazing APCR round on this gun as well, which has a base penetration value of 268mm, which again is fantastic. You know, that's the same penetration value that you'll find on the Leopard 1's standard ammunition, the Centurion 7.1's standard ammunition. Basically, any 105mm L7 cannon has 268mm of penetration, which is fantastic. And the Pershing can utilize that if it needs it. But we're just chipping away at this T-34-100. We've managed to get 2 penetrations on him, and our team's been slapping him about a little bit as well. Because we spotted that guy, we have picked up 410 assisted damage in the process. But talking a little bit more about the Pershing's performance, I mean, you have a base reload time of 7.9 seconds, which I've managed to reduce to 6.82 seconds by having brothers in arms trained on my crew and a gun rammer equipped on the tank. Now, unfortunately, we missed the iron rain there, but as you can see, the great reload time allows me to just reposition, and I should be able to get a shot on him or this 59 pattern, and I'm going to choose the 59 pattern instead. Unfortunately, taking a shot from the Indian Panzer in the process. I didn't actually realize that guy was aiming at me, but unfortunately missing the 59 pattern there, but that was my fault for not aiming properly. I know the T-34-100 is going to poke out here. He gets a shot into me, damaging my engine, but I kill him and take him out of the game. Now I'm swapping my attention to the 59 pattern again. Get another nice shot through the side of this guy's turret. Pretty sure this guy, like, he must be AFK. I've not even seen him fire a shot yet. But we can quite comfortably just farm his HP from this position. And being that I have good gun depression, I have 10 degrees of gun depression, which is awesome. That is, you know, absolutely fantastic. I was able to sit in a position on that ridgeline where the iron rain couldn't shoot me either, but I was able to engage the 59 pattern. Now, I know that iron rain is around here somewhere. I need to be careful because he is a 3-shot auto-loading Rheinmetall Borsig. But as I poke this ridgeline here and RBRT a shot into him, it's pretty obvious that this guy is currently AFK. So I'm just going to get the tracking shot on him so that I can keep him lit and farm the assisted damage from my teammates, which is exactly what I'm doing. That has pushed our assisted damage to over 1,200, and we have secured a damage value of 2,033 so far. Clearing this side of the map, as you can see, I've got teammates over on my left on the mini-map which are now pushing towards the enemy artillery, which is why I'm choosing to move into the middle to engage these tanks that are stuck in the valley. I can get myself into a perfect position on the top of the rocks here to shoot down at them, and being that there is a VK 16801 and a stockade and a diamondback, tanks with relatively decent armor, I am swapping to my APCR rounds, although I didn't need it here. I've got the side of the diamondback and we can quite comfortably cut through that from where we are. But however, shooting that shot right there probably wouldn't, I'm skeptical that that would have penned with AP, so I'm glad that I had APCR in the chamber. But then shooting at the diamondback's roof, that shot actually was either ricocheted or bounced, but that was because we were shooting APCR trying to pen an extreme angle. So perhaps had I have just kept AP in the chamber there, we maybe would have got one more shot of damage, but potentially we would have had one less shot of damage because the shot on the upper glacis of the diamondback, I'm not confident that that would have gone through. Now, we're just farming the VK through his side armor, and the Indian Panzer pulls up as well. Now we're at a damage value of 3,500. I know that this guy's not going to have the gun depression to shoot me on this ridge, so I position myself, track him, and as I track him, my friendly M12 takes him out. Which is good for us. Very good for us. But I think at this point in the game, you know, I've got 3,500 damage and 1,400 assisted damage. I'm going to move down this way because I suspect that the diamondback's here, which he is, and I RBRT APCR through him. So I'm glad that I had APCR loaded in that situation as well, because arguably AP could have bounced or ricocheted. Being that he was angled right there, it was nice to have APCR in the chamber and secure that penetration, secure the kill. Now I'm going to push up and support my T-44 over here in killing the stockade, and we do so as we crest the ridgeline. And now I'm going to push towards our base. There is only one person in the base. It's most likely that it's going to be the light tank, but the Sturm VK3601 could well surprise us by being in the cap circle. I was kind of expecting that guy to be in the valley with his teammates, but you can see going into the valley, man, if you lose a flank, you just get stuck in the valley. The enemy team completely encircle you and destroy you very quickly, and there's no way out. They block all of your exits and you die, plainly and simply. But pushing towards the cap circle now, hopefully we're going to spot the light tank, but we do indeed spot the Sturm VK, and I'm able to get a shot into him. I bounce his return shell and he is now getting himself in cover, but it doesn't matter because if he pokes out, you know, I've reset the base counter now. If he pokes out, then I'm just going to be able to kill him, and on the move we do secure our 4th kill of the game, pushing our damage total to over 4,000 and our combined damage to 5,400 odd damage, which is awesome. I know at this point that I've done more than enough to secure my 3rd mark of excellence. You know, even if we had, let's say, 1,000 damage less than we do right now, even so, that would have been enough to push my percentage up. It may not have been enough to secure the 3rd mark of excellence, being that I was sat at around 94%. No, I think I was about 94.5% when this game took place. But the Hellcat on our friendly team has spotted the remaining light tank, and he takes him out, securing our victory. And you guys are going to see how I did in the post-game stats now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at the post-game stats from that game, you can see that I racked up 4,062 damage from 19 penetrations, destroying 4 enemy tanks in the process, picking up 1,416 assisted damage, and blocking 680 damage that game as well. Picking up the high caliber medal, an ace tanker mastery badge, and of course my 3rd mark of excellence, which I was very, very happy with. It's always great to get 3 marks of excellence, and especially on a tank that I enjoy so much, you know, it just shows it off and helps me show it off a little bit more. So very, very happy to have secured it on my M26 Pershing, and I highly recommend that you check out the M26 Pershing if you haven't already done so. The line itself is, you know, hugely enjoyable. Every single tank from the Easy 8, well, from the M4, you know, down at tier 5 is thoroughly enjoyable. Tier 5 all the way through to tier 10 on the medium tank line for the Americans is absolutely awesome, especially if you enjoy gun depression, if you enjoy medium tanks that are jack of all trades, or if you think that you will, by all means check it out. Now, I'm just going to apologize because I don't have the team statistics or the detailed report from this game. I think for some reason when I was recording the footage, I just didn't check them out, but never mind. Hopefully you guys, you know, can see and reflect on how I performed that game based off of this screen alone. And obviously you watched the game itself, so you know how things went down, and you don't really need the team statistics and the detailed report. They're just nice extras that I can add to the replay for you. But guys, I did hopefully entertain you today. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace out.
I like that.